Welcome to Timeline Hijack, where history bends and futures crack. Bodies collide with the here and now, twisting the past with a modern...
Welcome to Timeline Hijack, where historical chaos is just a question away. Today, let's dive into a reality where the internet is invented not in the digital age, but in 1880. Imagine cobblestone streets and horse-drawn carriages, all humming with the click and whir of steam-powered servers.
It's wild to picture, isn't it? With Charles Babbage finally finishing his mechanical computer and Ada Lovelace pioneering programming, the so-called Steamternet erupts across the British Empire. Instead of fibre optics, they're stringing telegraph wires and oiling gears, likely sipping tea while debugging Morse-coded messages.
That conjures quite the image Victorian Twitter, but every tweet arrives as a series of beeps and paper slips. How do you see people adapting to such a radical leap in communication technology, especially with society's norms back then?
Well, the novelty alone would have been staggering. Picture aristocrats in drawing rooms, clutching telegrams like smartphones, debating etiquette for scrolling, but literally unfurling actual scrolls. It's the dawn of digital culture, only everything is analog and fueled by steam.
Building on that, let's fast forward to 1885. The elite are now bickering on scroll-based forums called Parliament Threads. It's anonymous, but with parchment and quills instead of screens and keyboards. How does this early social media shape society?
It's essentially the birth of online personas just a century earlier. One person could masquerade as a French duchess for years, launching catfishing as a Victorian pastime. And kids? They're glued to paper scrolls, addicted to scrolling in the most literal sense.
That's hilarious and oddly familiar. So, do we get influencers too?
Absolutely. Picture Lord, #84, unboxing his morning tea set, complete with a ceremonial monocle review. But there are downsides. Spam mail isn't digital. It's some guy on your doorstep, shouting about moustache cream. The past gets weirdly modern. Fast.
Let's broaden the lens to 1900, when other countries jump onto the Steamternet. France has Le Net Très Chaud, Germany's forums are all about national pride. As these networks expand, how do world events like war play out differently?
With interconnected telegraph networks, World War I morphs into history's first cyber war. Soldiers send coded memes to confuse the enemy, and trenches become the stage for TikTok, which, in this context, is just rats and troops reciting dramatic poetry. Information warfare gets a very literal steam-powered twist.
And then Nikola Tesla uploads his brain twice. Sounds like the roots of AI and digital consciousness, but through a Victorian lens. How plausible is that technologically?
It's pure steampunk fantasy, but not impossible to imagine. With the drive for innovation, we might see early AI emerge. Think punch card algorithms predicting tea consumption or surveillance powered by pneumatic tubes. It's both advanced and absurdly analog.
So, how does all this reshape daily life by the 1930s? Suddenly, dating is algorithm-based, with steam-powered matchmakers pairing partners based on attributes like cravat tightness. What does this mean for social rituals and status?
It's the dawn of social metrics. Your monocle score determines if you're invited to the best live-streamed tea parties, broadcast via Telegram. Queen Victoria herself runs a fashion blog, and beard-painting influencers dominate the scene. Social currency shifts from land to likes, or maybe to Telegram taps.
It's fascinating how quickly status symbols adapt. Would this have sped up innovation, given the competitive urge for online offline fame?
Definitely. The feedback loop of public praise and mockery could accelerate trends, for better or worse. We'd see rapid waves of fashion, etiquette debates, and of course, the first viral tea party fails. It's a society both connected and constantly appraising itself.
As we wrap up, Let's weigh the pros and cons. Early internet means faster innovation and global messaging, but also trolls, fake news, and too many steam-powered selfies. Would this alternate timeline actually be an improvement?
It's a double-edged sword. On one hand, the world modernizes faster. Early AI, international cooperation, rapid information sharing. On the other, social anxieties skyrocket. Imagine getting roasted for wearing the wrong waistcoat, with gossip spreading across continents in minutes.
So, would you want to live in the era of the steamternet? Or is it better left as a history experiment gone wild?
Honestly, it sounds like a beautiful mess. 10 out of 10 would hijack history again if only to see Queen Victoria's reaction to her first viral meme. Maybe next time we'll give Napoleon a YouTube channel and see what happens.
Welcome to Timeline Hijack, where history bends and futures crack. Bodies collide with the here and now, twisting the past with a modern vow.